Thank you for tuning in to Terry Swoop Videos. On today's video, I'm going to do a Where Are They Now on the actress and singer Irene Cara. Irene Cara was one of the biggest Black Latina stars of the 1970s and early 80s. She's known for movies like Sparkle, Fame, the soundtrack to Flashdance in the early 80s. She had a lot of success during the 70s and 80s. And she has the face of an angel. I always thought Irene Cara is one of the most beautiful women in the history of Hollywood. She reminds me of a black version of Phoebe Case. Phoebe Case is one of the cutest, prettiest girls of the 80s. And she always reminds me of a black version of Phoebe Case. Their looks are very similar. Now, Irene Cara identifies as a Black Latina, which is Afro-Latina. And she was born from a black Puerto Rican father and a Cuban mother. So she's mixed with multiple different races, but she identifies as black. She was born and raised in the Bronx, New York in 1959. And she started off as a child singer in the 1960s. I'm going to show a video clip of her singing as a child singer.
She's a third grade student, was a finalist in the Little Miss America contest. Sings in Spanish. This is Irene Cara. Irene, I see that the number you're going to sing is a South American folk song called Ola, Ola, Ola. What does that mean in English, dear?
Well, Ola means waves. So Ola means waves, waves, waves.
I see. And is that what the song is all about?
Well, after waves, I really don't know, but it's a nice song.
I'm sure it'll be a nice song. Okay. Irene Cara from the Bronx. Okay, dear.
Irene Cara's first starring role in the movie was in 1975's Aaron Loves Angela. It's a movie about a teen boy who falls in love with a Puerto Rican girl, and he becomes infatuated with her.
What are you doing here?
Who's the dude?
Friend?
A boyfriend, huh?
It's my business.
I saw you with him this afternoon.
Are you spying on me, Aaron?
No, I got better things to do. Now, come on.
I can't leave.
Why not?
Because I'm with Ricardo.
And you'd rather be with him instead of me.
I didn't say that.
Then what?
I made this date a long time ago, Aaron, really. Before I knew you.
Come on.
I can't.
In 1976, at 18 years old, she gets the starring role in Sparkle. And Sparkle was hugely successful. It grossed over $20 million at the box office. And this is one of the highest grossing black movies of the decade. And this is the first movie where she sings and people got to recognize her at an international level. And then in 1980, she sings the soundtrack for Fame. And she also stars in the movie for Fame. And this movie is also hugely successful. So this is when she's really coming on as a mainstream force in Hollywood. And then in 1983, she sings on the movie soundtrack to Flashdance. What a Feeling went to #1 on the Billboard charts. It sold over 10 million copies worldwide. This was one of the biggest songs of 1983. She won a Grammy Award for the song, and she also won an Academy Award Oscar for the song. Now, winning an Oscar is the biggest achievement in Hollywood. There's nothing more bigger than winning an Oscar in Hollywood. But all the success that she had, she didn't get paid any royalties for the song. And she ends up suing the production company for not paying her fair share of royalty. And even though she got a lot of support from the public, she got a lot of support from her fans, the major corporations started to blacklist her music. The radio stations stopped playing her music. She released 3 albums throughout the 1980s, and none of those albums sold a lot of copies because of this. And it really hurt her career in the process, all because she wanted her fair share of royalties. She wanted to get paid what she was supposed to get paid. When you put out a hit record, you're supposed to get a percentage of that profit. And this has been a problem with music artists throughout history.
They weren't paying me. It's the big, when you have the biggest record in the world, #1 record in the world, and you're still not getting paid. It was just, they felt they were entitled to steal from me. And I had to, let them know that they were not. It was a major fight. It was very ugly, and, a lot of smear campaigns I survived, and, I went on and tried to record and do other things. They stopped all my other music from being released. They pretty much blackballed me in the record business. It was horrifying to go through this as a young woman.
Today, Irene Cara is 61 years old. She's still beautiful, she's still lovely, and I'm glad to see that she's still alive and well. She's still performing. She has her own band called Hot Caramel. This is a girl group, and I've seen them in concert, and they're amazing. And I'm glad to see that she's still working and doing good in the industry. A lot of people have different opinions about this topic. Leave a comment, rate, and subscribe.